When we say EPS topic, yan po'y exam para doon sa mga gustong magtrabaho sa South Korea in manufacturing sector as EPS worker. However, yung topic exam, iba po yung purpose niya. Marami pa siyang purposes. One, ito po'y isa sa mga requirement ng mga universities if plano nyo pong mag-aral sa South Korea ng bachelor's degree, master's degree, or doctoral degree, required po ng mga universities at least level 3. Kasi yung pagkakadiscuss sa inyo doon ay Korean, hindi English. Required ng mga universities na at least meron kang level 3 or level 4 topic certificate para maaprubahan yung visa or student visa mo. You can use the topic certificate when you apply for other visas, no? Kasi it can help you add your points para ma-increase or para madagdagan yung chance na maaprubahan yung visa ninyo. However, not in all cases po. But it can help you. Okay? Another one, pwede rin nyo po siyang magamit guys if you want to work in Korean-based company, no? Or in a Korean company. Not just only in Korea but also in other parts of the world. So, for example, dito sa Pilipinas, merong Korean company na naka-base dito sa Pinas. So you can apply. And having topic certificate, especially higher level of topic certificate, can give you an advantage. Okay? So yan po yung isa sa mga gamit niya. Another one guys is when you are teaching Korean, so I think it's better to have topic certificate. No? Kasi it is the standardized test of Korean proficiency and it is administered by National Institute for International Education. So yan po'y very, kumbaga, internationally accepted certificate yung topic. Okay, so magkaiba po sila guys. Sa EPS topic, wala pong writing and sa topic exam, meron pong writing. Okay, and para po doon sa mga mag-e-exam or nagpaplano, nagbabalak na mag-take or mag-proceed sa topic exam, so for the idea po, yung writing part po is 4 items lamang po siya guys. Okay, so 4 items. That is taken after the listening test. Kasi yung una sa topic exam, listening po yun, 50 items. And each item, 2 points. So that is why 100 items, 100 points yung perfect. Okay, so pero 50 items lamang po siya. 52 points yung isa. And then, after ng listening, proceed kayo agad sa writing. No? So sa writing naman, ito yung sample na ano guys, no, na mga questions. Tingnan niyo po sa screen. So 4 lamang po sila. Number 51, yan po yung sample. So yan po guys is walang choices. So kailangan niyo po siyang sagutan. Basahin una of course, no? Basahin niyo tapos kailangan yung dugtungan kung ano ba yung idudugtong ninyo para maging kompleto yung thought ng buong paragraph. Okay? So kumbaga, it tests your vocabularies as well as your grammatical structure. And also, tinitest din po niya kung naiintindihan nyo ba yung binabasa niyo, your comprehension. Okay? Sa number 52, same. Okay? So, medyo mahirap siya compared sa number 51. Okay? Pero pareha lang naman yung thought. Buuin mo yung sentence para maging complete thought yung paragraph. Okay? Sa number 53, however, is merong graph. Ito po yun, guys, no? It is a graph presentation in which gagawan mo siya ng salaysay. Kumbaga, 200 to 300 words yung limit kung paano mo siya i-discuss. So meaning, kailangan, kung ano yung nangyari sa graph, kailangan mo siyang i-discuss in Korean. Okay, doon. And of course, you have to use mga vocabularies na ginagamit lamang for written. Okay, and last but not the least is the number 54, the 600 to 700 essay. No, so, yan po yung sample question, guys. So, meaning, you have to make introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, sa paggawa mo ng essay. And you have to make sure na aabot siya ng 600 to 700 words. Kasi pag hindi, meron pong minus points. And for me, guys, that is the most challenging part of the writing, no? Kasi, hindi lang siya... Kasi you have to organize your thought in a limited time. Kasi limited lang naman yung time, guys. So, you have to organize your thought. Kailangan marunong ka rin gumamit ng manuscript. So ito po yung manuscript guys. Ito po yung ginagamit para sa writing section. Okay? So as you can see, sa number 51, yan po. This is 5 points each. So sa number 51, 10 points. Kasi dalawa yan. Okay? And then sa number 52, 5 points each din po siya. So, dalawa, 10 points. So, all in all, 51 and 52, 20 points. And then, yung number 53 is 30 points. Okay? 30 points, yung 200 to 300 na presentation mo or yung essay mo rin, no? Paano mo i-discuss yung graph. So, ito yon guys. Dito mo siya isusulat. Okay? So, may rule din po siya kung paano mo isulat. No? Mga spacing, mga punctuations, paano pag numbers. So, there are rules na kailangan mong alamin bago ka gumamit ng manuscript. Kasi kahit pa tama yung pagkaka-express mo, pagkaka-explain mo, pero mali naman yung pagkagagamit mo ng sheet, so minus points pa rin po siya guys. Okay? So all in all, dito sa harap, 50 points. Okay? 20 points dito sa 51 and 52, then 30 points dito sa 53. And yung remaining na 50 points, para maging 100 points, dito po yun sa number 54. Ito na po yung sinasabi natin na 600 to 700 words essay. Okay? So, you have to use it well, no? Kasi pag hindi, madudumihan siya. So, you are allowed to, ano naman guys, sa actual exam, pwede ka naman magdala ng correction tape kung gusto mong i-correct, no, yung mga mali. However, nababawasan yung oras mo kapag ganun. So, you have to practice a lot bago ka talaga sabak sa writing, no? Kasi siya yung pinaka-challenging na part, no, for me. Okay? So, paano nila lalaman kung 600 na ba yan or 700 words na ba yan or kung ilan ng words yung nasulat mo? Meron po kasing guide dito sa gilid, guys. Yan. Okay. So, may mga number po dito sa taas. Merong 50, 100. Ayan. Saan ba? 50, 100, 150, 200. O, yan. So, dyan po nila nalalaman, guys, kung ilan na po yung nasulat ninyo na words. So, including na po yung space, mga punctuations, so lahat-lahat na po yun, guys. Okay, so that is for the writing examination. Again po, kapag kayo po ay EPS topic examinees pa lamang, wala pong writing part. Huwag po kayong mag-alala. Kasi yung topic exam, para lang po yun sa mga magto-topic exam. And yung pagtitake ng topic exam is hindi po siya required. Optional lamang po yan, guys. Para lamang po yan sa mga gustong mag-take. Hindi po kayo pipilitin. Okay? Pero yung EPS topic po guys is required para doon sa mga gustong magtrabaho sa South Korea as EPS worker. I hope po naging malinaw po sa inyo ito. Okay? So thank you and see you sa other video.